Welcome to another episode of Vet in a Van. This episode is all about, and I think it actually might be 2 episodes because I haven't actually looked at all the footage yet, but Dirk Hartog Island. This has been a bucket list item for us for that long. So, amazing. Anyway, I won't go into details. I will let the footage speak for itself. Enjoy. All right, it's 6:45. We've packed up from Steep Point. There's about 1 million mosquitoes in the car because there's about 1 million mosquitoes. Well, they were at our campsite. But we are heading to the barge now. It's like 15 minutes there and back. Like 50 minutes there, 50 minutes back. So it's I think it's just rocked up and picked someone up. And so we're probably about half an hour away, depending on how many people need to get across. I think there's a few that are going across today because they cancelled tomorrow, which is when we're supposed to go. So we'll head on down there and see how we go. How good is this, eh? Alright, cruising around. There we go. We are on the barge and we are heading out to Dirk Hartog Island, which is right there. How unbelievably exciting. This is one of those things that I've been wanting to do for like a decade. And I mean, look, fishing, you know, we've done a lot of fishing in our lives, so not really that, but just there's a lot about Dirk Hartog Island that makes it very unique in the sense that it's its own little ecosystem. They've spent a lot of time and effort getting Dirk Hartog to a point where it can be a sanctuary because of its isolation. They've eradicated all the ferals and everything on it. So we'll get onto that later. But anyway, Dirk Hartog Island, here we go. And here we are, Dirk Hartog Island. Yes! So I'm a bit excited. I'm probably more excited than I should be. That was an expensive 15 minutes, that was. What was it? 600 and something bucks on the peak?
690 or something.
690. Yeah. 690 for about a K. Not bad. Anyway, we're here. Now, the cafe is still open, so we should try and get a coffee. Take us to your leader.
don't think that tractor's going anywhere.
I don't think so. Cape inscription.
Cape inscription is all the way at the top of the island.
So because there's no one here at the moment, well, there's not a lot of people here, we've gone for Site 3. So Site 3 is one of the first ones when you come in. And if you look at the sites here on Dirk Hartog Island, each sort of turnaround point like this, you can see has multiple sites. So there's like S2, 2B, 2, and then 3. And so 3 could either be in there, or we've chosen to go here, which kind of means that we are potentially taking over this little bit here, but because I don't think anyone else is going to come in tonight. There's only one other person in this campsite at the moment, so we should have it all to ourselves. But I mean, get a load of this. I vote that's not too shabby. So we're going to just set up camp here for the night, but we'll do full setup, well, mostly full setup, and then tomorrow we'll head in, because tomorrow we want to go and see. But anyway, we're going to plan it all out today, get a good plan for the rest of the week. The good thing is, if you're staying at the homestead, even if you're just at the bush camps out the back, you've got access to the camp kitchen, you've got access to flushing toilets, you've got access to drinking water, plus the bar and everything's over there, so you can get coffee and whatnot in the morning. So definitely worth, probably if you're going bush, as a before and an after stop, this is probably a great little bit of a refresher from the wildness of Dirk Hartog Island. Anyway, enough of me yabbering. Let's set up. What'd you get? Oh, look at this guy! He's a keeper. There we go.
Flatty.
One flatty. Nice. We'll have him.
For dinner.
All right. So we didn't do much filming today because we're just settling in. And what did we do today? Settled in, we got set up,
Kayaking.
spent time on the beach.
Blown away.
Got blown away. Charlie caught a fish. Got 2 fish actually. But other than that, we just chilled by the beach, which was really nice. But look at this. There's a fair few kids here as well, so the kids have made friends and they're running around somewhere, which is kind of cool. Touch the screen, I think it comes back again. Oh, there it is. But anyway, tomorrow we're going to pack up and get out of here. Now, turns out we're going to spend an extra night on the other end, because when we're supposed to be leaving, it's going to be blowy as well. So we'll come back here and spend another night before we leave, which is great, because they've got showers and they've got like an amazing camp kitchen, and it's actually a really lovely place. So I'll probably give you a bit of a walk around later on. But yeah, super resorty, like eco resorty. But anyway, enough ums and ahhing for me. It's time to go to bed and enjoy this. So, good morning. How was our sleep last night, Tans?
What sleep?
Oh my God. So again, beautiful. Oh, look at that. Absolutely postcard perfect. But last night it was gusting up to like 70 k's an hour. And in a rooftop tent, that simply is not pleasant. So So anyway, we didn't get a lot of sleep last night, and it'd be good to go to Louisa. Did I keep on saying that wrong?
Yeah, Louisa.
Louisa. It'd be good to get to Louisa Campground because apparently that's a lot more sheltered. Now, the wind's going to blow up again today, so at least wherever we go at Louisa, because the wind will be blowing southerlies, we should be able to find ourselves a half decent campsite that is sheltered from the wind. But anyway, we're going to pack up here today. We're just in the process of packing up now. And then we're going to probably head out, well, we are going to head out to the blowholes. Because it's blowing up, it's big swell, so hopefully the blowholes are going really well. So we'll pack up here and we'll jump in the car, we'll head down to the blowholes and we'll see you there. Love a good sand dune. Nice and slow. Don't need to send it, I hope.
Send it.
Nope.
Send it.
Easy does it.
Nice and slowly. Don't need to rip the track to bits. Very hard, very firm base. There's no need to go super fast. Epic scenery though, tell you what. The wind's just
Fuzzy on the top of
pumping
the
it
wind.
across to the air. Once we lose traction then. So cool.
That's beautiful.
That is beautiful. Look at how probably can't make it out on the GoPro, but the island just like disappears because it's so windy with the salt spray.
Mist.
You just lose it into the sky. Very cool. Very, very cool. Now, hopefully we've timed it okay with these blowholes, but I don't know, you can never tell with blowholes, they can be very fickle. Bit of an angle, right up on the side here.
200 Zeus just did it.
Jeez.
There's our 15 degrees.
Didn't like that. That was terrifying.
Oh, big angle.
Scrape it along
That
the
was a
sidebar.
horrible angle. So behind me over there, and apologies for the wind noise, is the Zoitdorp Cliffs, apparently. And I tell you what, if you're ever going to see what does a 76 series Land Cruiser look like when you drive it on Mars? I would almost say it looks like that. Like it's so just arid and dry. I don't think the blowhole's blowing because I can't hear it. But there's a sign up here that's going to tell us. I'll tell you what, these cliffs look lethal. Absolutely lethal. And it's still very windy too. But oh wow. God, get a load of that.
Blowholes will literally poop right there. Right there.
I see. It doesn't appear to be blowing. Good for you, honey. Good for you. Oh, I'll tell you what, that is windy. That is very windy.
Two children.
So we looked at the blowholes. I think the blowholes were blowing, but I think the tide was actually up too high. I don't know.
They're just little baby ones.
They're little baby ones, from what we could see anyway. So maybe they're more spectacular. Maybe we should do some Google work. But anyway, that was the blowhole. So that's the only real thing you go and see south of the Homestead is these blowholes. So now we're going to go north and going to go and set up camp at
Louisa.
Louisa Campground, which
Apparently
hopefully is
shifting sand dunes on the
Shifting
way that we
sand
have
dunes on the
to
way.
drive through.
well, that'd be fun. But hopefully we can find somewhere sheltered from the wind because this wind is epic. All right, let's go. We're going to do a slight detour before we get to camp, and we're going to go check out Notch Point, which is in 5 kilometres off the main drag. Now, Notch Point has some significant history behind it. Now, when was it, in the 1850s tons?
18.
Thereabouts, around the 1850s, because this whole area, interestingly enough, let me ramble for a little bit now. This whole area was, like Broome, very famous for the pearling, but it got completely overpearled back in the 1800s. Overpearled, is that a word? Overfished.
1887.
1887. So the pearlers, the European pearlers got a whole lot of cheap labour from China over here to operate the pearling boats. And apparently they cottoned on to the fact that they could just do it themselves and make a lot more money. And so here at Notch Point in 1887 was the first main, let's call it a conflict, between the Chinese pearlers and the European pearlers, when the Chinese pearlers decided to quit their jobs and essentially go it alone. And so obviously the Europeans weren't too happy with that, and so it kicked off a bit of a barney between the two operators, which didn't really get anywhere because they stopped finding pearls here soon afterwards. So, and now there is no pearling industry left in this region. You have to go
Fished out Shark Bay.
Yeah, they fished out Shark Bay. You have to go a lot further north towards Broome to get back on the pearling trail. Anyway, oh god, that was rocky.
Wow.
Let's chit chat more 4-wheel drive. We'll see. Oh god, change gears. See you there. So there is a campground out here at Notch Point as well. Has a cool little spot just tucked away right here. Oh, that sounds hot. But you still get it, like the southerlies are still coming in here. So it is protected a little bit from the wind because you got this bit of a dune here, but not a huge amount. And I've littered everywhere for these. You're gonna see it in the sunlight. The old pearler shells, they're just all over the beach. And obviously behind me, picturesque to say the least. So we'll just have a quick poke around here and then continue on to the campsite. So I'll try and zoom in on it. I think you can probably see it on the GoPro there, but this vehicle risk area has got like a 4-wheel drive, just looks like it's falling into the, I don't know, ocean? I don't know. Anyway, doesn't look good.
Doing a big bump.
It says look out the side of drop-offs.
So these are all sand dunes ahead, so I might pop the GoPro up on top, and at least if we crash it'll make good footage. Halfway across Dirk Hartog Island, you've got this big feral fence, goes the whole way along the midsection, because they're slowly getting rid of all the ferals along here. So north of this fence, some species that are found only here on Dirk Hartog Island, highly endangered. So hopefully we're going to try and see if we can get some or see some. But chances are very low because the population's low. But they are recovering apparently. My wonderful wife out there in the heat is going to open the gate for me. She's going to take a picture of the sign first. Then she's going to open the gate for me. And we are going to drive through and hopefully not let any cats or goats through as we go. There we go. Through the cat-proof fence. There you go. I don't know about you, but I'm excited. It's 9 k's to go to our campsite. She's a slow trek along here. The track is, I reckon we average around probably 10 to 20 k's an hour most of the time. It's just because we don't want to, obviously a lot of corrugations and don't want to damage the vehicle out here. That would be a pain. So slow and steady, but almost there. No more stops till we get there. So on to Louisa Campground.
breeze down here, but it's not too bad.
Oh, look at this place. How good is this? Man, this is epic. So epic. I can just go straight in because it's on your side. Yeah, right straight in.
Yeah.
Look at the shells.
I reckon this is us.
Urchins and stuff. Oh wow, that's all stuff.
Unbelievably awesome. Louisa Bay Campground. Here we are, tucked in behind this huge ridge behind me, so the wind is not here. And get a load of this. Oh, hello. That looks epic.
Oh, cool.
There's a huge manta ray out there before, just as we were coming in, a massive one. Water's a bit cloudy just because it's been so windy for the last 24 hours. But I reckon it'll,
Well, this is coral just here.
yeah, there's coral around there, so it'll be good snorkeling. This is us. This is us. Time to get ourselves set up. It's hot. So the setup is looking pretty good considering we fit all that into the 76. But anyway, Murphy's Law, I don't know how well you can see it, but there is this huge hill behind me. And which way do you think the Starlink wants to point? Of course it does. Of course it does. Straight at that. So, not that I'm addicted to the internet, but I do need it for work because I am still working in the mornings early. So, let's see if I can, I don't know. We'll see. I might stick it up on that rock up there. That might do. We'll see. So, Tans, talk us through this culinary masterpiece.
Chicken, butter, milk, water, instant pasta and mushroom sauce. Winning.
It's actually delicious. So we're done. We're set up. Everything's looking good. The wind is nice. We are miles and miles away from pretty much everything. And the view is nothing short of
And we get more
And don't
beige
forget
globe.
some
spectacular.
It's
And what do
more
we
beige, More beige globe.
So that's not how it was just described, Eli.
It's beige globe.
Gourmet chicken and mushroom pasta, thank you very much, with a side of lettuce.
There you go. Oh, and look, what have we got here?
More lettuce.
How much lettuce do we have?
More like
Too much.
1,000. Yeah, too much.
There's only like 3 left.
We love lettuce.
Yeah.
All right, and with that, it's time for bed. We're gonna chill out. It's turning to my anniversary today. We just had some cheese, didn't we?
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. How many years? Feels like 100.
Wow.
In like a good way.
13.
13 years. 13 years ago, we got married at Montsalvat in Victoria, and it was lovely. And I love you more every day. Ah.
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't I? What's not to? Anyway, good night. See you in the morning. Oh, alrighty. Good morning. Good morning. For this. Whoa. Whoa. GoPro just had a freak out. Trying to stabilise things. We are going to go exploring. So today we're going to, and I look at Tanya over here because she's the one that's been doing all the organising on our amazing Dirk Hartog map. Oh, Dirk Hartog map.
Yeah, paper map.
Paper map. No interwebs out here, except for Starlink, but that's all right. Just ignore that. Where are we going?
We're doing this lower bit today.
All right, so we are. Where are
here.
we? Whoops, sorry. And
This is Dirk Hartog. You're up the wrong way.
there we go. That's better.
We're here, Louisa Bay. Plan today is to do Sandy Point, the road up there. Sandy Point, 3Ks, 10Ks, 4Ks, and it's Coin Head and Charlie's Harbour Lookout. And we'll just do those 3. because then everything else is all up
the
here.
top, which will be tomorrow.
So that'll be a huge day of driving.
Yeah.
Given that coming up here we were averaging like 10 to 15 k's an hour on the corrugations.
Yeah.
So.
And we might be able to do some fishing off here, maybe.
That says fishing. That says lookout. That's a camp spot. That one's fishing and snorkeling, and there's boat access on the beach and camping.
Yeah, the cough button.
Oh. That's in a sanctuary zone, so you can't spear or it's just snorkeling out there.
And interestingly enough, we had the rangers come around this morning and quiz us on like fisheries, on what we caught, have we caught anything, do we have any fish with us, and all that kind of jazz. So just make sure if you're over here with a boat or you're cast netting or anything like that, you've got all your appropriate licenses and whatnot. This is a conservation area, and they have full-time rangers on the island, just making sure people do the right thing. All right, we all good? Yep. Let's go. Get a load of this. Goodness gracious. This is beautiful. So we're out with it. This is Cormorant.
Cormorant Lookout on Wikicamps. It's not on the main map, but it's about halfway between Louisa Bay and Sandy. What's it called? Sandy Point.
Sandy Point. So it's not on the official map, but it's on Wikicamps, and there's a little road out here. There's a turnout spot as you get to the base, and then there's a very, very, very sandy track that goes up the top, which I did attempt, but I just attempted it nice and slow because I don't want to wreck any tracks, so I'm not going full send here. And as you can see, I got about halfway up, just really slow, and then I lost traction, so I backed back down again, and we just parked here. So I was only going to go up there if I could walk up there, as opposed to going up there and getting a run up and full send, which we don't need to do. But anyway, up here apparently is a view where we can see cormorants, which you can see some around the corner there, but no, we'll go and have a look. Next stop is Sandy Point Campground, which is a bit of a, not so much a mission to get in, but it's soft on the way in. There's a pretty gnarly dune as you first come in that looks like it'll be fun going in, be fun going back out, because you're going down the gnarly bit. We'll have to go back up the gnarly bit, so I'm sure it'll be fine. But look, we found the cormorants. Heaps of them. They're cormorants, and there's big gulls, and Tanya's berating me for not bringing a large lens, so she has to make do with my teeny tiny 74 as opposed from the 200, but that's all right. If you were camping here, I reckon you'd be pretty exposed to the wind, but other than that, you can fish, you can snorkel. I mean, the beach is, well, all you have to do is look at that. Beach is pretty epic. But we might, we're going to go for a swim here, but we're going to go 2 tons. Where's the next stop?
Green Hat Beach. Just over there.
What is it?
Green Hat Beach.
Green Hat Beach. So it's just kind of around the corner a little bit, which may be a little bit more sheltered. So we'll see if we can get out of here, which I think we will be able to. Get some photos of these cormorants and then go out to Green Hat Beach and have some lunch. Who needs a Tesla when you've got the old 76 series? Self-driving car. All you need is a wombat hole. That drives for you. Look at that, eh? Got it all under control. How cool is that? That's so cool. And it's actually staying on the track too. Look, I'm turning. It's following the ruts. See, there you go, Elon Musk. Eat your heart out. This is technology at its best. Anyway, let's see if we can get out of here. How good is this? Dirk Hartog Island.
Mum.
The basics for lunch, which with fresh lettuce, because we've got lots, just in case I didn't say. And look at that.
Mum, why don't you just finish cutting those apples? Can I please have a plan with the apple and then I can eat that?
Absolute paradise. So I reckon here, we're gonna go for a bit of a swim, bit of a snorkel, and maybe even a bit of a fish, because if you come in here, so I've got, in the middle of the cruiser here, I've got my my little beer fridge, because the main fridge got taken over, so I've got a mini beer fridge, but my mini beer fridge is also the bait fridge. And so when you open it up, you see there's some bait in there. And when Toby gets in the car, Toby kind of gets in and he puts a foot there and a foot there, and then he stands on this and he gets in the back. And he's obviously stood on the power button. So with the full thing of bait in there, he's turned it off last night. So I will be drinking fishy beer today, which I look forward to. It gives a bit of an edge when you have that beer and you just get that gentle, subtle undertone of 5-day-old squid, just to add a nuance to the texture of the beer. It's sort of like a craft beer, but with squid.
Ew.
Anyway, I'm gonna have some lunch, go for a swim, stop talking. It's interesting, Dirk Hartog Island is just littered. Oh, firstly, look here, these are all turtle nests. But that aside, littered with remnants of the past, because obviously this island has had human inhabitants for a long time, predating Europeans. But it's just, you see all this very weird, random bits of stuff. I don't know what this was. It looks like maybe an old sheep run or goat run.
Spear. That's a spear.
Oh, that's a spear from a spear gun. There you go. Charlie's found a spear from a spear gun. But it looks to be, yeah, maybe they had a beach landing here. And this section was where they ran the sheep down or stock down of some description. But who knows? And you just sort of come across these random old bits of either farming stuff or ex-pearling stuff, or because obviously, you know, there's hundreds of years of human culture that's just left its mark on this island. And one of the key conservation, I think it's 1666, I'll put it down below, Tanya will correct me below, one of the two, but the project to bring this island back to life is based on the day the first European actually arrived here. And I think that was in the 1600s, but Tanya will correct me, I'm sure. I'll ask her next time when we get to our next spot, I'll ask her and she'll correct me. Anyway, we're done here at Sandy Point. We are going to move on to the other side of the island and maybe have a fish. Maybe, we'll see how we go. So we're out here at Charlie's Lookout. And to tell you what, I'm glad we're out here when the wind's not crazy, because like it is just delicious out there. Wow, that is incredible. It's all salt.
I know.
Hot too. Very
It's
hot. Oh, so salty.
Look at this one.
So we've picked a good day to come out here as well, because you
It's like
see
boiling water.
all of these salt puddles here. When the wind's up, would mean that this whole area would probably just get peppered with sea spray. But because the wind's down low today,
Look at this.
we just get the absolute majesty of the Indian Ocean crashing into Dirk Hartog Island with waves that started their life thousands of kilometres away. Anyway, just another spectacular sight here at Dirk Hartog Island. So you got to love what can only be described as appropriate signage. So there's the sign, and there's the road, and you just kind of like, you get down to here and you're like, why do we get across to there? But a bit of a walk, and you kind of go around, and there's like a little bit you can get through just, and so hopefully we won't fall off into the rocks. This place is great. Gascoyne Head with a Q, and there's a life preserver here, so the boys will have to be extra careful because the waves, big waves as you saw before, just crash into the rocks. But there's what appears to be like a little inlet. Oh, it's actually flowing. It's not flowing. I don't know what this is actually. Could be fresh water. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. You can have a look up here. So up here, there is what appears to be, I can't tell it, but up here there's like rock pool. Have a little look at this. And after further investigation, we think we have found our culprit. So it looks like, swing around, there is a channel that has been cut by the ocean at high tide that obviously cuts in through here on the high tide and then runs all the way out there. Sick. So point, whatever it was, I said it before, has got, if you were staying here on the high tide, this would be phenomenal because you would have like fresh seawater just gushing through, and it looks like it pumps it through here all the way along to the other side, which is pretty awesome. Peter's not doing it now, but it looks like it doesn't have to come up far. I'm not going to get too far out because king waves kill and all that jazz. But you see here, just has to come up onto this raised rock here and then straight in she goes. Into there. Check out those oysters. Whoa! Lumber. Look down there. Wow, they're about, whoa, a lot of big fresh oysters. I reckon you'd be super keen to go down and try and get them though. Woo. First catch of the day, just a little cod. We'll put him back, but there's definitely fish in there. Hey! Big fish! Yes! Oh, beautiful snapper! look at him, eh? We'll just make sure he's the right size, but he looks like he's beautiful red snapper. That is dinner. Oh, epic. There we go. Beautiful. 55 centimetre snapper. So pink snapper. Beautiful pink snapper. Wonderful eating. That is dinner tonight sorted. Absolutely gorgeous fish. All right, 5:30. Gone head. What do you think, guys?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Epic fishing. So we've got a big feed of pink snapper. A couple of cod as well, but pink snapper will be probably enough. But we kept a few good sized cods anyway. Yeah, great place, but it's late. So we are going to shoot at home and have fresh fish for dinner. Yum.